Mobile Geek's coverage of MWC 2015 is powered by ASUS.
Hey guys, Sasha from Mobile Geeks here with a quick and dirty comparison of the brand new HTC One M9 over here on the left and its predecessor. This is the HTC One M8 here on the right. Well, first of all, what you notice is they still look quite similar. Both of them are sporting the 5-inch Super LCD display with a resolution of 1080p, and actually the size didn't really change a lot. You can tell that on the front over here, the boom sound speaker, this kind of grill, right? It looks a little bit different here on the HTC One M9, but of course under the hood it looks slightly different. It looks definitely different when we're turning them around and we're taking a look at the back, because this is basically because HTC changed the cameras finally. They got rid of these ultra pixel cameras on the back. These were dual ultra pixel cameras, 4 megapixel each. Now we have a 20 megapixel sensor from Toshiba. But you know what, let's just start on the front and let me just talk you through the different specifications. As I said already, 5-inch 1080p Super LCD screens on both devices. Over here on the HTC One M8, right, we have a case, or let's say a body that is 9.4 millimeters thick, while the HTC One M9 got slightly thicker. This comes in at 9.61 millimeters right now. At least they got rid of a little bit of weight here on the HTC One M9, 3 grams to be precise. This is 160 grams, the One M8, and the One M9 is 157 grams. Of course, also when it comes to the SoC, there is a slight advantage here with the HTC One M9 because it sports the Qualcomm Snapdragon 810. That's an octa-core with 4 cores at 2 gigahertz and 4 cores at 1.5 gigahertz, while the HTC One M8, it sports the Snapdragon 801, which is a quad-core at 2.3 gigahertz. We have 2 gigabytes of RAM here on the One M8, and we have 3 gigabytes of RAM here on the One M9. And of course, sorry, I forgot about that. There's another difference between the two SoCs. The Snapdragon 810 sports a 64-bit architecture, while the 801 was still a 32-bit one. Okay, so we had the RAM, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 3 gigabytes of RAM. We have 32 gigabytes of internal storage in both devices, but you can also upgrade both devices with an internal micro SD card. Well, micro SD cards are always internal somehow, right? Up to 128 gigabytes. When it comes to the batteries, we have a 2600 milliampere hour non-removable battery on the One M8 and a 2840 milliampere hour battery, again non-removable, on the HTC One M9. Told you already about the cameras, dual 4 megapixel ultra pixel cameras here on the One M8 and a 20 megapixel Toshiba sensor on the One M9. When it comes to the front facing cameras, basically the ones from the back of the One M8 moved over to the front of the One M9. Yes, we have the ultra pixel camera, 4 megapixel here on the HTC One M9, and due to the fact that this is supposed to be a selfie camera, they put a wide angle lens on top of it, which is kind of nice if you want to take selfies. And besides that, you know what, let's switch this on, because you will also see another difference when you're turning it on right away. Look at this. So the power button here on the HTC One M9 moved from the top, like it was before here on the One M8, to the side. I really prefer that. You can already tell that I had a hard time to find the switch or the power button here on the One M8. When we're taking a look at Sense, the Sense UI, this slightly changed because over here on the One M9 we have now Sense 7, and it's slightly different in the way of what kind of features and gestures you can range here. You can also see, look at these soft buttons here on the bottom, right? We have a quick notification button here right now. that the HTC One M8 doesn't sport at all. So if you have any questions, this is of course only a quick and dirty comparison. If you want to let us know if you like the One M9 or the One M8, if you are a One M8 user and you might want to upgrade to the One M9, if you don't want to upgrade, whatever you want to tell us, just leave us a comment down below, subscribe to our channel. If you like this quick and dirty comparison, just give us a thumbs up. I'm Sasha from Mobile Geeks. Thanks for watching.